I think this, I mean, purely on population, this has got to be better for Rapple, right? But Mr. Boat is kind of equalizing on the population, honestly. 276 to 261, it is kind of equalizing. Let's check armory upgrades real quick. Bronze, 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 full bronze for for Rapple, but iron for Mr. Boat compared to bronze for Rapple. That's a big difference there, babe. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the third series of the day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got my co-caster here, Toby. He's looking out. You're looking at the wrong window there, buddy. You gotta look at this window. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so we have Mr. Boat against Rapple. This is actually kind of like Fimbulwinter 2. Probably the last time these guys played was Fimbulwinter 2, honestly. Anyways, Mr. Boat is playing Odin. Rapple also playing Odin. Okay, as you guys can see, it looks like this map is once again kind of like there we go. This is so funny, actually. Mr. Boat just barely played his series against Shelty for round 3. This is actually a round 2 matchup. Actually, everybody, this is actually a round 2 matchup. These guys needed to schedule a little bit later, but, you know, we won't get into that. Anyways, yeah. So Mr. Boat just played against Shelty on basically this exact map. It's so funny. This is mega random. This is mega random. It's supposed to be very random, right? It's supposed to be very random, but this is basically the same thing. It's like a desert version of Midgard. It's Midgard in late summer, right? Midgard in late summer. Anyway, so he finds a good dock spot right there. Same thing with Rapple. Rapple finds a super good dock spot. Double fish spot for Rapple. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Here's the thing, everybody. Here's the thing. Rapple, oh, hello, Toby. Oh, yes, hello, Toby. Thank you. Good boy, thank you. Here's the thing about Rapple. This is a very interesting matchup, in my opinion. Let me tell you. So, Rapple's been playing a lot of Age of Empires 4, actually. He's been playing a lot of Age of Empires 4, and not so much Age of Mythology. Not so much Age of Mythology. So it's gonna be... Oh, Toby. So it's going to be interesting to see how on point he is, let's call it. Toby, let's hold you like this. Okay, let's hold you like this, okay? Similarly, Mr. Boat hasn't been playing all that much at all. I think he's pretty rusty in general, but as you guys just saw in the Shelty series, he's dangerous. Thank you. He's dangerous. He's definitely dangerous. So Rapple needs to be careful. Rapple's been playing a lot of AoE 4, so he's maybe not on point with AOM, but Mr. Boat is not quite up to his, you know, full potential here, by all means. So this is going to be a really interesting game, especially since this is basically the map that Mr. Boat already played on. You know, when was the last time Rapple played an Odin mirror on Midgard, right? Interesting. Second dock going up for Rapple, another good water spot, fish spot. Nice. Ooh, let me get the resources and stuff going. Okay. Do you guys think Mr. Boat is going to do another Njord play here? I don't think he would. I'm sure he probably presumes Rapple was watching the last series against Shelty, so I think he would... would it be a mistake to go for Njord twice in a row? Maybe. Would it be still kind of surprising? Maybe you can play a lot of mind games, you know. We'll see. The fish boom for Rapple looks like it's going to be incredible. Look at that. Fish. Really great fish here for Rapple, honestly. Mr. Boat does have a couple of good fish spots, but Rapple's fish is incredible, honestly. Anyways, okay, Mr. Boat just about up. Rapple just about up. I want to look at gold real quick. Rapple does have a forward gold mine. That's a little dangerous. That is a little bit dangerous. Gold mine down here on this bottom side. Wallable, defensible. Mr. Boat's got a good gold mine. Check that out. Right outside of his starting gold. That's a good gold mine, so... you know, I'm thinking about some potential land aggression. Just thinking about some potential land aggression, what these guys are going to do here. Toby. Can you guys see me? I can't see. Okay, well, here we go. Casting the game like this with Tobides. Anyways, players basically up at the same time, just a couple seconds difference. Just a couple seconds difference. We got 1 dock, 2 docks for Mr. Boat. Only 2 dock for Mr. Boat. 1, 2, 3 for Rapple. Is Mr. Boat maybe going to drop another one, possibly? Yeah, that's where Zolfsark is going. Guess gonna get a 3rd dock going up over here. Looks like it. Okay. Freya is in. Big difference here between the last game is that the map was huge. Was the map huge last game? Was it, Sigma? Oh, what's up, Nino? Tudo bang, Nino. Fishing ship numbers slightly advantageous for Rapple. Only by a couple, though. Only by a couple. These guys are both getting purse sign right away. Are either of them going straight to land? Are we gonna have longboats out for... Nope. 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 Oh, there's actually 4 docks for Rapple. Rapp actually has 4 docks up. He does have longboats coming out of this top side. How about Mr. Boat? Mr. Boat with the immediate Fimbulwinter. Look at that, look at that. Look at all that HP damage on all those villagers. Are you kidding me? That was an amazing I keep trying to call it Flaming Winter. Flaming Weapons. Flaming Forest. Dude, all those vills are going to be toast. If Mr. Boat ever gets in, like a good Wolfsark raid or something like that, all those vills are going to be toast. Look at how low HP they are right now. That was a great... Okay, Toby, you're going down, buddy. You're going down. Good boy, Toby. Good boy, Toby. Yeah, good boy, Toby. Good boy, good boy. All right, let's start casting this normal, eh? All right, dock up for Mr. Boat. Yeah, stay down there. Good boy. I'll scratch your head, buddy. Do we have any longboats going up for Mr. Boat? I don't see any. Long houses? Okay, there we go. Rapple, look at Rapple. Rapple looks like he wants to go heroic. Look at all those resources in the bank for Rapple. Is that just because his wood was interrupted with forest fire? Why does he have such a garbage amount of wood? He's got tons and tons of resources otherwise. It looks like that Valkyrie's probably going down for Rapple. Bing, bang, boop. Oh, doesn't quite get her. Doesn't quite get her. Anyways, yeah, look at all those villagers. Healthy villagers for Mr. Boat. Whereas Rapple, very almost dead villagers. And there's the armory. We do have the Njord, not Njord, we do have Heroic coming in. Scotty it is. Scotty it is. Very interesting. Why go Scotty? Why go Scotty in an Odin mirror? What is Scotty gonna give you? Frost Giants. We saw the Frost Giant play of Shelty. That was pretty huge. That's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, looks like a couple of fishing ships Rapple picked off. Nothing too crazy. Forces a response from Mr. Boat. Okay. Hand axe. Bow saw pickaxe. Jesus, for Mr. Boat. Rapple's going for a town center. Only hand axe for Rapple. So Rapple's going for a town center. He's up to Scotty already, going for a town center. There's no way he's going for an early Ragnarok player, right? There's no way. Leave it to Rapple to do something like that, but there's no way he's actually doing it, right? Yeah, Mr. Boat's a little bit slow. I think Mr. Boat's a little bit slow here. Look at all the resources he has in the bank. Either, like, stop producing. Okay, in all fairness, he's a little bit rusty short. Armory going up. He's thinking about Heroic. House is coming up. Another Valkyrie coming out. See, that's not a bad idea to heal up out of the Valkyrie. Not a bad idea, but it is going to delay his Heroic time, that negative 200 food. Longboats. Longboats. You think Rapple's going to go for Frost Giants? Frost first here is the winner, says Teresa. That's what Rapple thinks. That's what Rapple thinks. Let's see. Here, Golden Lion's relic. We haven't really looked at any relics or anything like that. Yeah, the raiding cavalry play. That's a little bit peculiar in my opinion. The raiding cavalry is weird in an Odin mirror. Is it? Maybe it's not all that weird. Raiding cavalry throwing axemen is the better unit composition ultimately, but yeah. What is Rapple doing? He's just going to lose that Valkyrie right away. It's at 10 HP. That villager could turn around and butter her up. Bro. I don't think Mr. Boat was looking there. Anyways, okay. Third town center coming in for Rapple. He's on his gold mine out here. How's his eco upgrades looking? Hand axe, pickaxe, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. The longboat's doing a little bit of damage on water. Nothing too crazy though. Nothing too crazy. Shouldn't be anything too crazy, rather. Okay. Town center coming in for Mr. Boat. Again, Rapple's gonna have 3 TCs in just a minute, and he's got a lot of resources, so actually targeting her mythic, that is maybe viable, feasible rather, for Rapple. Yeah, check it out. He does get hunting dogs. He sees all those rhinos, so he did end up getting hunting dogs. There it is. Market is going up. If he just goes straight into like a 3 TC Ragnarok, that would just be completely ridiculous. That would be completely ridiculous. It seems like Mr. Boat's kind of allowing it to happen, and he's getting his own market up. Mr. Boat's very behind on villagers. Look, 33 compared to 44 villagers. He's down by a couple of fishing ships. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think Rapple just clicked up. Balder. What the hell, man? Okay, so he does go 3 TC Balder. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Probably a better fight for Rapple here, but let's see. Let's see. Yeah, definitely looking like the better fight. He does have the medium infantry already, whereas Mr. Boat does not. A little bit of some action up over here. Nothing too scary with unupgraded whatchamabuckets. The Valkyries are scary to actually do some damage here, but it is under the town center fire. Rapple, be careful. Rapple, son, be careful, son. Check it out. I think Rapple just has lost a dock there. Yeah, Rapple's lost a dock there. He's lost a decent amount of fish. That is nice for Mr. Boat, but that does just open up more, you know, more villagers to be made on land, more rag heroes. Medium infantry coming in. This is ridiculous. Or sorry, heavy infantry. Heavy infantry coming in for Rapple. Balder coming in for both players. Rapple's about 35 seconds ahead. Balder compared to Mr. Boat, plus a lot more villagers, 14 more villagers. Yeah, it's not super crazy. 14 more villagers, that's not super crazy. It's not super crazy. And honestly, Mr. Boat, if he gets upgraded throwing axemen,
what the fuck is going on here?
That 14 that 14 villager difference might not make that big of a difference. I want to read this. Mr. Poundtown says, I leave for 2 minutes in Boat doing back-to-back versus Rapple. Exactly. This guy is a goat for sure, even though he lost it. Yeah. Well, so the funny thing, though, Mr. Poundtown, is that he plays game 3 against Shelty, which is essentially this exact map against Shelty, and then he jumps into the first game against Rapple, and it's the same map once again. That's the funny part, dude. Okay, maybe this is a little scary. Rapple is not yet using his Ragnarok. Neither player using their Frost just yet, with multiple fire giants coming in, plus the stronger throwing axemen. Mr. Boat needs to be really careful here with his town center. If he loses a town center, that's a big blunder. He's already behind a town center, although his third town center is coming in right now. Rapple's gonna have champion infantry here in just a minute. I think Rapple's looking great here, honestly. He's looking great here. Ooh! Fire giant against all those throwing axemen. There's a decent number of Herser here, but the throwing axemen are strong. A couple of upgrades. A third fire giant coming in. Holy smokes! Kind of a weird fight coming in here. Kind of a weird fight. There are Jarls coming out, which is nice. This fight turned into kind of a decent fight for Mr. Boat. He's got a second fire giant, so 2 to 3 fire giants. That guy's almost toast. Which is funny because it's a fire giant. Okay, third town center still incoming. Does Rapple have fortified? Rapple has fortified. He's not wanting to jump the gun or rush anything here. Rapple's kind of playing this cautiously. He's not rushing the rag. Okay. Yeah, with 3 fire giants, you got to take that fight, man. Mr. Boat's got 3 fire giants himself. That TC's almost down, dude. I like the Jarl inclusion here in the fight. There goes one fire giant. Rappel still has 2.5 left over. Mr. Boat has 2.5 himself. This is looking good for Rappel still. He's got a lot more villagers, He's ahead in the population. He's ahead in the where are they? He's ahead in the army upgrades. Full bronze, full copper rather, full copper plus champion. Wow, iron weapons. What in the world? Iron weapons for Mr. Boat. Bronze mail coming in. Interesting. Rappel's vills are just skyrocketing exactly. He was taking that fight, dude. He was taking that fight under the town center, losing military here, and just three TCs churning out those vills, baby. He is back on the water. Very nice. He is back on the water. You know, you want to be careful. Oh, we can have a burner. We can have a burner. We can have a burn. Oh, ooh. No burn on the vills. No burn on the vills. Okay. Interesting little decision here by Rappel. Okay. Rappel goes for the rag. Rappel goes for the rag. He's got a whole, I can't remember how many villagers he had, but it was around like 80 something like that. Mr. Boat still does not have fortified TCs, although it is coming in right now, so that will open up his population space. But his town center is just about dead, dude. His town center is just about dead. That's no bueno. That's just no bueno. There we go. It helps to get the fortified TCs, but still, that's no bueno, man. That is no bueno. 159, 290. Ooh. 291 population compared to 325. Plus Mr. Boat has only medium infantry, whereas Rappel has champion infantry. There's not a lot of throwing axemen, but there are a handful there. Okay, Mr. Boat trying to save some units in here. Rappel kind of splits up. There we go. There's the second bit of Rappel's Ragnarok right there coming in. Rappel uses his own Ragnarok. There we go. Mr. Boat still has a lot of units in here that he can pop out. Okay. I think this, I mean, purely on population, this has got to be better for Rappel, right? But Mr. Boat is kind of equalizing on the population, honestly. 276 to 261. It is kind of equalizing. Let's check armory upgrades real quick. Bronze, bronze, bronze. Full bronze for for Rappel, but iron for Mr. Boat compared to bronze for Rappel. That's a big difference there, baby. Is this a boobly map? Kind of, Joao. This is the mega random map, Joao. The better upgrades for the better upgrades for Mr. Boat, but Rappel, again, Rappel's got champion throwing axemen. That's really nice for... He doesn't have many throwing axemen, though, but it definitely helps take these fights. Big fight here, baby. Mr. Boat has lost his hill fort and his town center. That's definitely no bueno. So Rappel, I'm assuming this fight is not just gonna end the game. Rappel will be able to recover better, faster, you know, faster, stronger, blah, blah, blah. If you look on the mini-map, there's also a couple of boats for Mr. Boat that are attacking fishing ships. So Rappel is a little behind in the fishing ship numbers. Look at this fight, man. Iron against bronze, dude. Iron against bronze. Okay, fine. Rappel did get iron weapons himself, but only bronze mail. Whereas the whole time, during that whole fight, Mr. Boat had iron. There we go. There we go. Going for the town center again. He's ahead of Rappel in score, which is really interesting. There's that longboat over there doing a smidgen of damage on the whatchamacallit. The fish eco. Nice recovery here from Rappel. Nice recovery here. Mr. Boat's got a decent number of resources. Rappel's got a lot of wood in the bank. If Rappel's able to block this TC, that would be really nice. Really, really nice. It looks like he's going to. Looks like he's going to. Blocking that town center is huge, honestly. Blocking the TC is huge. Mr. Boat's starting a trade route, which I think is a good idea. But he needs to make sure it stays alive, for crying out loud. This is looking better right here for Rappel, man. Again, the champion throwing axemen, those are sick. A couple of fire giants. He needs to be really careful with those. He needs to be really careful with those. There's still a decent number of rag heroes here for Mr. Boat. But look at this. Look at this front line of champion Ulfsarks. Are you kidding me? It's shredding pretty hard. Mr. Boat's army. There goes a fire giant, man. Nice micro by Rapple targeting the throwing axeman. Really nice micro by Rapple. Rapple's got a little business going on up on this top side as well. The recovery for for Rapple's a little bit stronger compared to Mr. Boat. But still, huge comebacks as a loose ILUCC. Dude, I have no idea how to say your name. That is a wild name you got there, brother. Is Mr. Boat gonna win? Maybe. I mean,
I'm so tilted.
Chill out, dude.
That is true. Rapple did not get Huntress Axe. That is true. Neither did Mr. Boat. At least I don't think so. Yeah, neither did Mr. Boat. This is good. This is very good for Mr. Rapple. Mr. Rapple and Mr. Boat. That's what we're gonna say. Mr. Rapple and Mr. Boat. It's too annoying to try and just say Rapple and, you know, or we could say Mr. Rapple and the boat. Yeah, the champion infantry is a huge advantage for Rapple. Boat's gotta get this TC up. He's gotta get this TC up. There's also gold mine down here. So I know that there's food up, or the gold mine up here that Rapple's harassing, which is really nice. There are other options though. There are other options. There's even this guy there. I think I need to stand up. As soon as I sat down and started, I think I need to stand up. My stomach, man. No, it's okay. Stay. No. Stay, Toby. Stay. It's a lot better for my stomach, man. Okay, Sons of Sleipnir is coming in for Rapple. That's going to give his RC really nice bonus damage against throwing axemen. Rapple's just going count on count style. He's going side build.
Do not come. Pato 0506.
Dude, he's going, you know, just side build, harassment. Really nice for Rapple. Really nice. He's behind in score, but still, I would say he's in the advantageous position here. Mainly because of the town center. Mainly because of the town center situation. Mr. Boat, he's not even trying to get this TC, dude. What in the world? He's got to get a town center done. Pato, Leo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Rapple's back onto fish fully. Very nice. Yeah, he's on full fish. Very, very nice. 24 fishing ships for Rapple. 24 fishing ships, 44 villagers. Very, very nice for Rapple. Wow. Sons of Sleipnir, baby. Bonus damage. The double fire giant is sick against the throwing axemen, but the RC are also sick against the other axemen. Really interesting fights here, man. Really interesting fights. I like that Rapple's getting all the side builds going, but I think he really should. I know he's got his ravens here, but I think he should really start pushing into this bottom side, honestly. The harassment is good, but the town center, the upgrade works against throwing axemen. You didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. Bonus damage against archers and throwing axemen. Yeah. Count on count style sounds cool. He is going count on count style, man. Side builds all over the place. I mean, he successfully kicked him off of gold right here, which is really nice. Yeah, I think that the win condition here for Rapple is the town center situation, man. It's a TC situation. Sure, he could get more side builds going on up here and eventually attack this town center. Sure. Same thing down here, sure, but you know, I think the opportunity was to keep him off of the town center here, which he might do with all these RC coming in. Oof! Town center actually goes up. A little bit too late, Rapple. A little bit too late. Heavy cav are coming in. Rapples, that's going to be really nice for Rapple. Heavy cavalry. Mr. Boat, I don't know if Mr. Boat has a good answer to heavy cavalry with Sons of Sleipnir. Maybe all these fire giants, that would do the trick, but you know, Rapple's got his own fire giants. Oh boy, look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this fight right here. Holy crap. So many fire giants for Mr. Boat. 5 fire giants for Mr. Boat. Only 3 for Rapple, barely saving that guy with 23 HP. Careful, careful, careful. It's one way to counter Sons of Sleipnir. Holy smokes. Jeez. Champion infantry coming in for Mr. Boat as well. Okay. I want to see what this trade route is looking like for Mr. Boat. 33 gold per caravan. That's a garbage trade route. He could easily extend that, you know, down here to get like 50, 60 gold per caravan. Still not very good, but, you know, not too shabby. I still prefer Boat's position because of his map presence. Because of his map presence, I think that Boat, you know, his trade route is bad. His trade route is bad, and he doesn't have as much map control compared to Rapple's. So I definitely think that Rapple's in a nice advantage here, but he needs to take advantage of his advantage. Okay. Rapple's maybe over macroed a little bit. Check it out. 70 villagers, 24 fishing ships, and 5 trade caravans. Dude, this is just a blessing, man. This is just a blessing to lose all these villagers. He needs to swap the villagers onto gold, away from food. Dude, he has huge economy. Rapple's going for Ragnarok Part 2. Oh, yes. Oh, oh. Oh, yes, again, 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 again. Oh, he's losing fire giants on this raid, but still. Oh, yes. So delicious to see those, just about 20 villagers that Rapple just lost right there. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But like I said, that's like a blessing in disguise because it looks like Rapple was over-ecoed a little bit. Sacrificed a couple of fire giants, but do you guys think that was worth it? That was nice. That was nice. Does Mr. Boat stop making villagers? Probably. He's just going for the fish and the trade route. He needs a better trade route, dude. He needs a better trade route. 15 fish, 36 vills, 14 fishing trade caravans. He just needs a better trade route, man. He needs a better trade route. He doesn't use his eco, it's just stacking up, says Scotty. He does have most of his upgrades. He does have most of his upgrades, but he does need to extend that trade route, drop billboards, get a better map presence. Stuff like that. Get him, Boat.
I'm gonna come. Billy Lotion _ is gonna come.
Yeah, Billy's all about that burnt necrophilia. Yeah, this is nice, man. This is nice. The hill fort play. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Cutting through the middle of the map is a little bit peculiar. I want Mr. Boat to extend that trade route by all means. I like that Rapple's using the gold mines, honestly. I like that Rapple's using the gold mines. He doesn't need a trade route just yet. I guess that's the idea. He doesn't need a trade route just yet. He still has gold mine options. So I think I like that from Rapple. But he needs to prepare for a trade route. He needs to prepare for a trade route by all means. We got a late game. We got a late game here. We got a late game, Grass and Groom. Rapple might have a gold problem. He has delayed trade. I disagree. I disagree, Ragnaroks, because the trade route, he's not going to get a very good trade route here. Like, look, he's got 57 gold per caravan. I think going for the gold miners with a Corey, if he were to I think going for the gold miners is probably the way to go, since he has fish for his food. He doesn't have a lot of gold in the bank, so I could be wrong about that. But still.
That's awesome.
Grassing Room says that's awesome.
Late game is awesome, baby. Boy, in his complaints, we never see Norse hyper late game because of Ragnarok. Well, if both players just rush Ragnarok and get it done with early, you know, there we go. Fire giant ballista spam, baby. He's starting to get a nice little death ball going. But Rapple's, you know, Rapple can counter it by all means. Rapple can counter it. Bearded man comes. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a big problem. Look at how big of an opportunity this is for Rapple over here. Just drop a single hill fort right here, and a couple of rams, and Ram Ranch's ass right there. I love what Mr. Boat is doing here. I love what Mr. Boat is doing here. He's starting to get the towers going. He's got the ballista. He's got the fire giants. He's working on his death ball. He's right in front of Rappel's forward town center. I like what Mr. Boat is doing here. I think this game is still very open for Rappel to take. This TC very undefended. This TC very undefended. I think Rappel still has options. I think he still has options for sure here. Hetlios, I want to... Trade route helps you to be in a strategically better position here. You can't be easily gold starved as it happened here. He shouldn't be gold starved. I mean, he's got... Where's the gold mine? Where is the gold mine? He's got a gold mine here, Hetlios. He's got his gold mine up here. Like, if Rappel had map control, which he used to have, if he had map control, I would prefer it, dude. Sell his wood for crying out loud, man. At this point in time, he has 15 trade caravans, and he has a bunch of villagers on gold, and he's still... This is where over eco comes into play, because now look how small his army is compared to Mr. Boat's army. So whoops. So he's draining resources. He's draining his own resources by taking bad fights with a smaller army. That's my idea here. That's the idea here. Man, I'm not even joking. Standing up helps my stomach so much. I can't sit down for these games. When I sit down, oh my goodness. Rappel's hitting water again. He kind of was. We see a couple of units coming out here for Rappel. Nothing too heavy though. Nothing too heavy. Yeah, Mr. Boat, after Mr. Boat has 2,500 gold left in this mine, and then he's going to be purely onto his trade route, which is, again, is only getting 33 gold per caravan. I missed a little attack right here on this TC, evidently. I missed a little attack on the TC right there. So this is where I think Rappel can win this game. These side town centers are so undefended. Nice. Exactly. Oh, this is OP. Oh, this is OP. Exactly, man. Exactly. Upgrade your walls. Tower that shit. Defend yourself as much as you can here. The Jarl spam is incredible. I love this Jarl spam, man. I love this Jarl spam. I love the Jarl spam. And then secure this. He's got, you know, he's got himself a down TC. Yeah. Hey, it's the same thing over here. Same thing over here, you know. Drop a hill fort. A little wall with a ballista or two out. Or, like I said before, a couple of rams. Dude. Boat needs to fix his trade route. Boat needs to fix his trade route big time, dude. He needs to fix his trade route. Rappel has defended well here in the center. That was looking... He had the 2 towers forward here. Hill fort. Good-looking army. He was looking really scary here, honestly. He was looking really scary here, but Rappel has very hardcore turned this game around. He's very hardcore turned this game around. Now Rappel is looking very good. Mr. Boat is looking super sketchy, man. He's got to repair his town center, man. He's got to repair his town center. Same thing over here. You got to repair your town center. You can't just leave your town centers. Chilling, you know. Got to repair that shit. Got to repair that shit. Rappel's starting to swap over into full trade. 47 gold per caravan. Yeah, it's just hard to get a really good trade route here, you know. If you own the middle of the map, you could maybe trade with this TC down here on the bottom side. Anyways, yeah. There he goes. He finally repairs the dadgum town center. Yeah, if Rappel upgrades his TC, drops a couple of towers, he'll be looking sexy down here on this bottom side, man. Real sexy. Boat's falling apart, it seems, says Pound Town. He's hanging in there by all means. He's hanging in there. Count style, baby. Count on count style. Check it out. Check it out. We're kind of back to the same position we were in 20 minutes ago. Rappel has better map control, and you know, Mr. Boat is looking okay, but Rappel has better map control. It seems like we're just back to that same point in time. We just needed a Ragnarok and a whole lot of fire giants as a little intermission. Mr. Boat is making stupid units. You think he's making stupid units? He does not have the Huntress Axe upgrade for Scotty Axeman. I would like it a lot better. I can't remember who said, Sigma said, why is Boat still making so many throwing axemen? I like the unit composition, the throwing axemen, the fire giants, the ballista. But he needs Huntress Axe, the Scotty upgrade. He needs Huntress Axe by all means. You can't go full throwing axeman, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay if he had the Huntress Axe upgrade. The Jarl play. I like the Jarl play. Throwing axemen are useless. I don't know. They can, because they can they can build. That's the thing with the thing with a Norse push. Like he was dropping the towers. He was dropping the towers and the fire giants and the ballista and whatnot. So you have to have some infantry in your army if you're going to start pushing like that. You have to have some infantry, otherwise you're not going to be able to actually, successfully push. So I think if he had the Huntress Axe, I think it would be good. But he's lost that position. He used to be here. That was back then. I'm not so sure. I don't think that's the case anymore. But at the time, I think it was okay. Finally, Mr. Boat is defending the hill fort. Nothing over here to defend this. Dude, look at this. Rapple, for the love of God, upgrade your walls and just secure this spot. This is a game-ending. Look at this. This is a game-ending nook. Rapple decides to get Quarry at 35 minutes. Are you kidding me? Why? It's not even mining anymore. Anyways, this is a game-ending, again, the town center. If you're up a town center, dude, I think this is the game-ending little position right here. Mr. Boat needs to control this. He needs to control this, or Rapple does. They're focusing up on this top side. I don't think this is the way to go, man. I don't think this is the way to go. Sure. Rapple's trade route is up here, so Rapple needs to defend his trade route. Yes. You still want map control overall, but this is, I think this is a way to end the game quickly for Rapple. Look at this TC, dude. 718 HP. Mr. Boat can't leave this thing exposed, man. And just unbuilt. Oh, that's why he got Quarry. He finally gets Quarry at 35 minutes in order to mine a half-empty gold mine. Should attack trade from water. Indeed, Kibo. Indeed. In fact, while we're looking at this, the town center, if you look on the minimap, the town center on the top side and the town center on the bottom side, both of those are in range of water. So either player could go for water, could go for sea chips on water and do some damage to the population, to town center situation. Could be good. Ulf's fire giants and ballista are the best. I mean, Ulf's die so fast, though. So I think, me personally, Hetleos, I would have a mix. Because you want to have some Ulf Sorks to, fight against raiding cavalry, stuff like that, rather than throwing axemen. So honestly, a mix is what I would do. Not pure throwing axemen, just a mix. Yeah, yep. And now Rapple has unveiled, he has unleashed and revealed his count style. He's taken the score lead. Mr. Boat is down on 130 population. His trade route is just about toast. Oh boy, Boat. I think Rapple's gonna sneak out a win here, baby. Let's see if Mr. Boat can hold. He's barely holding on. Like I said, his TC barely holding on. He's getting pushed up on this top side. He's got this back thing, behind him, etc. Rapple's looking good here. He's looking good. He just needs to put the nail in the coffin, man. He needs to put the nail in the dadgum coffin. Finally, he upgrades his walls. Dude, one ballista with upgraded walls in there, man. One ballista. And Mr. Boat calls it, man. Mr. Boat calls it. Well done to Rapple. He had to work for it, but he got it. Is Rapple? Yes. Rapple's on the left. So Rapple gets his... Is this his first win of Fimbulwinter? Let me check. See if I can... What are we looking at right here? Oh, yeah, Rapple. This is round 2, technically. This is round 2, so Rapple only played against Soup so far. Anyways, yeah, so Rapple gets his first win of Fimbulwinter 4. This is a round 2 game, remember, everybody, even though we're already playing round 3 matches as well. Yeah, Mr. Boat made him work for it, but you know, well played. The map presence, just I really like the map presence, man. I think the 3TC Ragnarok was a little ballsy, but I like the map presence. I think Rapple very clearly executed his strategy. I think he very clearly executed his strategy. I think he over-ecoed there, like when we were seeing the fire giants kill all these villagers. I think that was a benefit for Rapple. Yeah, I think he just over-ecoed a lot. Mr. Bow hung in there, man. This is a 38-minute game. This is one of the longest games I think we've had in Fimbulwinter 4 so far. Maybe the longest, actually. Anyway, so Mr. Boat was hanging in there, though, man. Mr. Boat was hanging in there. Wow, look at the KD for Rapple. Really bad KD for Rapple, man. Really bad KD for Rapple. What's up, Too Easy? That was a nice one, wasn't it, Count? Well done to Rapple. Nice win. Well done to Rapple. All right, I'm not sure who vetoed. Who vetoed? I play soup later. Prefer not to go late game again. Who veto? Apple did. Okay. I'm a certified backseat gamer. I know best. Me and my 3 APM. Alrighty, everybody. So we had a veto from Rapple. So the players agreed to go competitive. Excuse me, I need some water. The players agreed to go competitive mega random again. So we have an Odin mirror once again here on CMR. Amazing. Oh, no hunt, no fish this time. No fish this time. Just a land map. Rapple said the map that Rapple just vetoed did have fish. And he said he vetoed because he didn't want to go late again, have another late game. Rapple's actually playing a show match against Soup in about an hour, everybody, that Punkstar is hosting. So Rapple's actually, this is going to be an interesting warm-up for that show match, in all sincerity. Anyway, so yeah, Rapple going Odin, Mr. Bowden. Mr. Bowden go to Odin, Mr. Bowden go to Odin, okay. Wow. I think, wow. That's all I have to say. I'm sick, that's my excuse. Anyways, okay, so let's take a look at this map. Actually, what are we going to see here? Are we going to see both players going for kind of like what we saw Rapple or Mr. Boat and Shelty? Are we going to see a lot of RC play? We've seen Rapple go really aggressive. Actually, last Fimbulwinter, Rapple's go-to map pick was Alfheim, and he would go pretty aggressive on Alfheim and Blue Lagoon, with a mix of RC, and he'd start with RC and then mix in some throwing axemen and go pretty aggressive. I could see this happening. I could see that happening on this map as well. If we reveal it real quick, kind of a funny map. We have these little, I don't know, cliffs, I guess. Yeah, the mountain range. We have the mountain range around the exterior, kind of a Jotunheim type of a feel. Mixed with, this is like Jotunheim mixed with what is that? Gold Rush mixed with low hunt. This is a pretty low hunt map, actually. The players start with deer. Other than the deer, they got goats. How many goats? Rapple's got 11, 12 goats. 12 goats for Rapple so far. Mr. Boat's on 14, 15 goes for Mr. Boat, 16, I think. Okay. Excuse me. Anyway, so it looks like both players building their temples in their bases. Maybe, yeah, there we go. There's Rapple's. Okay. Gold mine for Rapple up there. Defensible. This one for Mr. Boat, defensible. I feel comfortable whenever I have, you know, a wood line in front of my gold mine. Definitely feel a lot more comfortable in those situations. Oh. I need to keep my phone a little bit closer to me so I don't miss any calls. Again, anyways, yeah, 16 goats compared to what did Rapple have again? 12. He's got a 13th goat back there. So basically the same number of goats. Freya coming in at 311, 313 for Rapple. So Freya for both dudes. Actually, how many? Maybe they have different number of deer. 1, 2, 3. 3 deer left over for Rapple. He's on his last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is so interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they use their great hunts. So since Mr. Boat has a couple more goats, I thought maybe he would have a couple fewer deer, but it's almost like he has more deer in all sincerity. Rapple, don't you forget your house there, Buster. Don't you forget your house there. Okay. Orvald is on the case. Okay, I think I would be surprised to see Ulfsarks here, but you never know. Maybe Boat would go into Ulfsarks. I like this. Maybe Boat would go into Ulfsarks. I guess there's not a lot of hunts, so yeah, I don't think Ulfsarks is necessarily the way to go. But maybe starting into Ulfsarks and then jumping into RC Throwing Axeman, swapping over Throwing Axeman RC. That's a possibility. Longhouse getting dropped. Double Longhouse getting dropped for Rapple. Seems to be a bit faster. Not a big deal, though. Not a big difference. Not a big deal. Oh, this is a big deal. Speaking of a big deal, Armor of Achilles. Infantry have more hack armor. That's very nice. And he found another goat as well. Sick. Very nice. That's a game changer, man. That is a big game changer in all sincerity. Again, I don't really expect to see Ulfsarks here, but, you know, for stronger Throwing Axeman, for example, that could be sick. What's Rapple going for? RC. And nothing just yet, but probably RC. How about Boat? RC. Okay. Cavalry it is. Cavalry it is. Mr. Boat has better macro. Is that what it is, Matrews? 16 goats and the... Is that what it is, Matrews? He has 16 goats and he has, like, more deer because he has better macro. I predict a forest fire incoming here. Yeah, there we go. Not the best forest fire, but Valkyrie's a little bit trapped in there. Careful, lady. Careful. Yeah, not the biggest of deals, that forest fire, in all sincerity. Yeah, she's toast, man. Speaking of toast, hello! Are we gonna see a second toast? Possibly. There she goes, there she goes. Oh, that was a pretty decent forest fire right there. Although Mr. Boat reacts immediately, but he's gonna walk right next to it anyways. Oh, Boat! Dude, what are you doing? He just goes and he parks his units right next to the forest fire. What in the world? Man. Well, okay. Speaking of better macro, it feels like Rapple's got better macro right now, man. Mr. Boat's feeling a little messy here. His macro's feeling a little bit messy. Like dwarf positioning, oxcart positioning, 12 on... He's got 12 hills on berries. I actually like that because the longer he's on berries, he's letting his goats fatten up. It's not going to make a huge difference, but I like it. The 12 is probably enough. 12 is probably enough. Rapple's got medium raiders already. Still has his Valkyrie as well. That's a big difference. Still got his Valkyrie. Matthews, do you know Puma? Evidently he does. We got some Italian boys in the chat. Troppo bello, Matt. Ehi, Puma. Lo ricordati di prendere i Nordici. I Nordici. Is that how you say Norse in Italian? Nordici. I like that. I like that a lot. The Nordici. I Nordici. I Nordici. Okay, 1, 2, 3, all of which are producing raiding cavalry. All 3 longhouses producing raiding cavalry for Rapple. We got 1, 2, 2. Only 2 for Mr. Boat. I don't know if I like that, man. I don't know if I like that. Mr. Boat, look at the resources. Mr. Boat, I mean, Rapple's got numbers. Just a teensy tiny numbers advantage. He already has a medium. Here he has a medium upgrade. He's got the Valkyrie. Super sick. So Boat needs to be a little bit careful here. He needs to be a little careful not to take like bad fights, lose too many units, etc, etc, etc. Mr. Goat has goat macro. It's looking a little funny at this point in time. It's looking a little funny at this point in time, like I said. It's nice that he's saving all these. Actually, in all sincerity, you know, back when I checked those goats last time, they were on 170 food, and now they're up to 215 about. So honestly, that's like 40, almost 50 food. It's like almost 50 food right there that every single one of those goats that was not, you know, dead already was able to fatten up with. I think that's nice. I think that's nice. Rapple's already killed a bunch of his goats. Going to farms already. I think it's negligible, honestly. I think it's negligible. I like the slow transition with farms, but don't necessarily need to go too heavy into it. What's with the Nordici? Oh, that's what it is. Accent is off. Nordici, so not like that. It's Nordici. In Nordici. Okay, I got that. Say vaffanculo. I need to use my hands, maiden, or they won't understand. There we go. In Nordici. I kind of wonder, can I tell you something? You guys know, most of you guys know that I like languages, you know? Maybe I should learn Italian. I feel like I would be good at Italian. I feel like I would be very good at Italian. I think I already speak with my hands quite a lot. I think I'd be really good as an Italian speaker. Maybe I should learn Italian. Ah, I never thought of that before. I like Italian. I think Italian sounds pretty cool. I don't really like the sound of Spanish. I definitely don't. Sorry, French people. I don't like French at all. I don't like French. I'm not a big fan of Spanish, although Spanish is really easy. Portuguese is okay. Portuguese is okay. I really like all the Northern European languages. I really like Dutch. I like Dutch a lot. I like German. You guys know I like German. Do you guys know what Afrikaans is? It's like a mix of like Dutch and kind of English that developed down in South Africa. Afrikaans is a really cool language, man. It's a really cool language. That's probably my favorite language. Mr. Boat is looking ultra sketchy here, man. He's on 102 population compared to 115 full population for Rapple. Upgrades, no upgrades, although Mr. Boat is getting copper weapons right now. We got throwing axemen coming in right here. Remember, Rapple doesn't have any infantry in this army right here, despite having the infantry upgrade. Yeah, this is a bad fight for Mr. Boat right here, baby. Bad fight for Mr. Rapple. Mr. Boat! The Rapple, Mr. Boat. Oh, it's so hard! Dude, he goes out to this forward gold mine. He takes a bad fight against all these raiding cavalry, and he calls it. Rapple, a very crucial 2-0 for Rapple right there. That was a very crucial 2-0 for Rapple right there, in all sincerity. Rapple is, you guys know, Rapple's one of the top... Rapple's one of the top players, so... But Rapple's one of the top Norse players, but he has underperformed a little bit in Fimbulwinter, in my opinion. He did get 4th place in Fimbulwinter 3. Chemo got 3rd place, actually. Anyways, so yeah, I think Rapple's been underperforming a little bit, but as you could see in that game number 1, he executed his strategy very well. I think Rapple as a player has really been growing a lot over the last several years. In Fimbulwinter 2, his head wasn't quite straight. Fimbulwinter 3, I think a lot of it has come down to strategy. Psychology. I think he would get tilted fairly easily in years past, and I think Rapple can still get tilted, but I think his psychology is a lot better than it used to be. And so in his strategy in game number 1, you could see that his execution seems like his execution is fairly on point, honestly. His execution is fairly on point, so well done to Rapple. That's a very clutch 2-0 that he needs. He lost to Soup. He played against Soup in round 1, and he lost 2-0. Soup won that 2-0, so this was round 2 for him, his round 2 match. He plays against Count round 3 on Monday, everybody, so... Jeez, Rapple plays against Soup, Mr. Boat, and then Count Von Count in his for his first 3 rounds of Fimbulwinter 4. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. The challenge bracket isn't making it easy for him, that's for sure. Anyways, yeah, I think that Mr. Boat on this one, he was late making his hi Toby. He was late making that last longhouse, that third longhouse, and he was a little bit behind in his numbers in the fight. Some of his army was out of position on the fight. I think, you know, by all means, I think just let all his army there. He had a nice timing attack on that gold mine. It was just well done, well executed. Nicely done by Rappel. Nicely done by Rappel. Jesus, look at that KD. Wonderful KD for Rappel. 12 to 38. Really nice KD for Rappel. How about the eco? Okay. Nice eco for Rappel as well. Don't think there were really any villager differences. Yeah, no substantial villager difference there, but still. Total resources, he kind of jumped away from Mr. Boat right there a little bit. Well, by all means, everybody, Mr. Boat, you know, Mr. Boat's an interesting little wild card, I'm telling you. So, you know, the 2-zip, okay, sure, and then, you know, the 2-1 to Shelty, like his series against Shelty was really nice, so he's still a wild card in my book. He's still a big wild card in my book. So yeah, well done to Rappel. Well done to Rappel.